Hello everyone, I'm Tanmay Singh. I'm a student of economics and political science, and I have been following policy discourse both online and offline for a very long time. I really like to talk about politics with my friends or even strangers on internet. And I've noticed that there are significant problems with our policy discourse. So in this video I'm just going to talk about it in the Indian sense, although these problems are faced almost everywhere. This video is currently only in English. I would make a Hindi version of it soon enough as well, so stay on for that. A lot of these problems are actually institutional problems, so no one individual can solve them for themselves. But a lot of problems are also faced on an individual level, which each one of us can help and solve. So I'm going to move in an order from most institutional problems to the most individual problems. The first problem is our education system. Our education system is very old. The new education policy was introduced this year, has been introduced after 1980s, over 30 years. Why? And our books and our political science and history or economics books don't really focus on political ideas, ideologies, but rather just telling facts. For example, rather than teaching the philosophy of our founding fathers, we are just told what they did. We are never told what beliefs Gandhi had and what a political compass is, but we were just told what Gandhi did. As a result, we do know about facts, but we do not know about ideologies. We don't know about what political terms means. We don't know what liberalism means. We don't know what realism means. We don't know what conservatism means. We don't know what a political compass is. We don't know what right wing is. We don't know what left wing is. But we just use these terms. So there is a need for a massive education reform in subjects like in our social sciences. We should be taught how to debate in English. We should be taught how to debate in Hindi or any language that we learn. We should be taught how to make arguments. We should be taught how to understand facts. But these are the things which our education system lacks. So, moreover, our education system has made social science extremely boring. Recall your class 10th and class 9th. You just memorized your social science textbook by rote without understanding them, and then you just vomited it in your exams. You never took interest in it. Social science was always meant to be a subject that you just had to pass and beat up the students who take humanities in 11th and 12th. So, as a result, we have a population whose idea of policy discourse is so bad. So there's a need of reform in the education sector for that. The second reason is formation of biases. This relates to media houses and intellectuals and think tanks. Everybody has an opinion. Having an opinion is a good thing. It shows that you actively care about things and you want to learn. But our opinions are not based so much on facts, but made on other people's opinions. Think about it. Which media house currently gives you facts, pure facts, and pushes you to think and make your own opinion rather than forcing down their opinion on you? And doesn't try to beat up anybody who doesn't have the same opinion as you have. You might have come across a lot of people who would say that Arnab Goswami is a loud, egoistic idiot, and Ravish Kumar is a symbol of everything that is pure and good. That's not the case. There's biases, problems on each and every side, but we don't care about that. What we care about is that we can find someone who shares our opinion. As a result, there's a lack of information within the population. The only thing population has is opinions which have been shouted down their brain by media anchors. So there is a scope for a media which actively give you facts, pure facts, and teaches you how to make your own opinion and promotes you to think, which is lacking. Third is stereotypes and the prevalence of them. Stereotypes are a commonplace everywhere in the world, and stereotypes are sometimes based on some fundamental realities, but they are not always true. Example for that, BJP is a suit-boot ki sarkar, a capitalistic government which keeps on helping private companies. Here's the thing: BJP actually spends the most amount of money on social welfare, more than any other party. Which is not a thing in any capitalistic party. No suit booty sarkar would ever do that. But again, it's a stereotype formed through is formed through our biased media and our lack of education, which keeps them prevalent in our debates. Now I want to talk about more individual things which we as people do wrong in policy discourse. First is we focus a lot more on emotions and lot less on facts. I'll give you an example of the recent farmers protest. A lot of portals were sharing much heartfelt posts which make you sad and angry at the same time. As a result you make your opinion not by judging the policy, but just your emotions, but just the sheer emotions you have. This is a problem, and this is not just a problem on one side. All sides have that. The right wing in India, or the so-called right wing in India, does this in aspects of national security and religion, and that's a problem. Your ideas cannot be based on emotion. Second is our laziness. We just read headlines of news articles shared on Instagram stories. We don't read full articles. And we consume a lot of social media news, which in fact is more unhealthy than our legacy TV media. Yes, our media in all aspects is bad, but we actively need to look out for good media. The best media remains print media. Get a newspaper subscription. Read full articles before sharing anything. And again, if you don't like to read, there are options of long form audio formats, especially podcasts in that aspect seem to work the best. Last point, sharing news on social media. See, social media news is not based on giving more information. It is based more on exploiting your emotions to get more clicks and get more social media activity. Do not share news on Instagram and Twitter unless you have a well-formed opinion. First read, form your opinion, and then share. So it can be dangerous to share. Half-baked opinions. Half information is more harmful than no information. I want to bring about a change in our policy discourse. I want it to be more fact-driven. So I would be making videos about politics and policies. But mind you, my opinions can be biased on one side. So I would always encourage you to go out, research on your own, and make your own opinions. That's it. Hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Bye.